Hello everyone, this is Dark Highway again, bringing to you another week of the SDL Season 3. So, I don't exactly have time to go over my team for this week, but we're battling the Atlanta Hydreigons, coached by Purple Tug. Atlanta Hydreigons. Let's see. I'm just going to fix my hidden power values real quick. 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, 30, because of the some of you may have heard of that, but there's since we're stuck playing in custom mode for the format, there's a bug with the hidden power values when playing on Showdown, and just entering the hidden power values as normal, with just entering the move here, it actually messes up and fails to work. Now, this again, let's see, will it work? I did set it as 30, yeah, okay. So, this should work out. It keeps doing that. No, wait, this one's at 31, this one is at 30. 31, 30, 31, 30 for hidden power fire. Alright, so going over my team real quick, we've got Desco, the Gust Lord, Dragon Claw, Poison Jab, Hidden Power, Ice Flamethrower, catches everything with the Assault Vest. My opponent has the Landorus Incarnate, Kyurem, Primarina, Delmice, Drapion, Magmar, Mega Scizor, Azelf, Electros, Smeargle, and Mian Chao. This allows me to potentially hit the Landorus Incarnate, take a hit from Kyurem, kill an incoming Primarina, heavily damage the Delmice and or the Drapion and or the Magmar, catch the Mega Scizor on the switch, deal with Azelf comfortably enough, the Electros as well. The Mian Shao will have to switch out. Just going really quick, Tempest Crobat, Taunt, U-Turn, Defog, Hidden Power, Ice, with 252 special attack EVs. So, no wait, I'm going to put a lot less special attack EVs. Yeah, about this much should do it. Reinvest this in HP, and then some into special death. The point is to be able to two-hit KO the Landorus with the Hidden Power Ice, U-Turn on everything else, Taunt in case he brings Smeargle, and U-Turn to get out of there, Defog obviously in case he manages to put the webs or the hazards up. Next we've got Hiyori, Shadow Sneak, Player, Shadow Claw, and Woodhammer. Woodhammer specifically to KO the Primarina. This hits pretty much everything bar the Mega Scizor. Lutetia has the Psychic, Moonblast, Light Screen, and Riftlight with Light Clay. Maximum speed, 252 special attacks. This allows me to KO most things. Set up screens so that the rest of my months are able to tank those hits more comfortably. We got the Tailwind Charizard X with Roost, Will-O-Wisp, Tailwind, and Flare Blitz. And we've got Nefany here, the Nihilego, with the Power Gem, Sludge Wave, Size Shock, Hidden Power Fire, and the Focus Sash. This should about cover it. I don't really have time. I've already made Purple wait too long for me. So let's find him. We shall challenge him in custom game. This Atlanta Hydreigons. Let's go. Hopefully my opponent sees this quickly enough. I did take a little while going over the team. I'll just warn him. Invite sent. Yeah, there we go. So, I'm just going to post the link into our group chat. And next, we're going to look at my opponent's team. So they did bring the Smeargle. I was expecting the Drapion as well, Primarina, of course. Mega Scizor is a bit surprising. I didn't think he would bring it. But he may be banned in past sets, which would be very problematic. I'm thinking Azelf might be Scarfed. If I lead with, I intend to lead with the Crobat. If he leads with the Azelf, I'm actually not going to stay in. I'm going to try and switch out. Let's see. What else? Primarina is able to do a lot of damage against a lot of mons in my team, so I'll have to look out for that. And last but not least, of course, gotta watch out for Lindorus Incarnate's attacks. This thing is a monster. Definitely up there with my own Lutetia, the Tapu Lele, as far as damage output goes. So we're going to lead off with the Crobat here. And we're expecting either the Azelf or the Smeargle. But right now I think the Azelf might be a bit more likely. If he leads with anything else, that might be a bit of a problem. Not if it's Landorus though. We're designed to take on the Landorus, but oh, he does lead with the Azelf. So assuming my opponent is Scarfed, because as you can see, I have the 184 speed, which would allow me to outspeed the Azelf. I don't really want to risk it. I think I'm going to go directly into Guzzlord, Desco. This is the Disgaea reference for those of you who know anything about it. So it is a physical Azelf. I'm going to bet it is the Scarf variant. However, predicting the Primarina to want to come in, I'm going to go for the Poison Jab. As the Primarina does come in, take that nice Poison Jab for a meager 34% damage, telling us it's a physically defensive set. Which is unfortunate, but allows us to switch out into... what is he going to go for here? I think the Fairy move is too obvious, but I don't really want to risk it either. I could go into Lutetia, who would take the hit not too well, but it wouldn't be terrible. I could risk the Charizard, but if he predicts me and goes for the Water move, then I'm in trouble. Same goes for Crobat if I want to switch that in. And then Crobat can't really do anything against the Primarina, but I could scare it out. So yeah, what do I want to do? I think my safest play right now is to risk the Crobat. My opponent is probably not going to go for predictions right now. If he does, he looks to be very heavily invested in physical defense. So I'm going to be able to tank that, I believe. So we switch in the Crobat on the Reflect, which is really not good for us. I'm actually going to the Fog here in order to remove the Reflect. My opponent does have the leftovers, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. So unlike us, he doesn't have the light clay item in order to prolong the screens. But this Primarina is going to be an issue. Why do I not want to come in against this in order to set up? I think my best bet is going to land the KO with Hiyori, the in comes the Drapion. So yeah, Hiyori, our Mimikyu, is probably going to be our best bet. Here I want to U-turn into Laura X, but first I'm going to taunt the Drapion before any shenanigans come out. As we all know, Drapion could be setting up, it could go for the Acupressure, it could do a ton of things. He goes for the knockoff and does a ton of damage, unfortunately. But here I'm just going to U-turn out into... Yeah, I regret the taunt play actually. That wasn't a very good use of this Crobat, since it's not physically offensive. What I want to go into? In any case, let's U-turn. Maybe he'll switch out. I doubt it. He does. He actually does switch out. Alright, this is our chance. We're going to take it and go into Hiyori, our Mimikyu. And I didn't put Sword Sense on this, but I can go for the Wood Hammer, which doesn't quite take it out, unfortunately. But this is good. This is good. No, this is bad. He burned us, actually. That's really unfortunate. But we can still go for the Shadow Claw here and hope for the best, as our opponent protects. Let's go for the Play Rough this time. No, this might not KO. Let's go for the Wood Hammer. Yeah, just entering the KO on the Prima Arena, which is one of our biggest problems. Unfortunately, because of the burn, this thing isn't going to be as helpful as it could have been. I could save it though for the Shadow Sneak against the SL. If anything happens, priority is always good. Of course, I've got the Psychic Terrain, but SL levitates, so it should still be susceptible to the sneak attack. Shadow Sneak, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what he goes into. I don't think Scissor is going to run Bullet Punch, and if it does, it probably has another stab move to hit me with. So my opponent does go into the Scissor. So what do I want to go into? I think I'm going to go into Laura X, the Charizard. He may try and set up the Stealth Rocks here, which would be problematic. I really should have put Roost on Crobat. That's on me, really. But it isn't that big of a deal. Of course, it removes the point of having a more defensive set. But I didn't really know what else to sacrifice to it. So here we have a pretty good chance at messing around with our opponent. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, expecting either he's going to try and go for the Earthquake or the Rock move, or he's going to go into the Landorus. Whichever the case, I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here. I am physically defensive, and I should be able to take this hit pretty well. Let's see what he goes for. It's worth noting that my opponent did switch out earlier after being taunted, so this indicates that they probably have some form of setup as they go for the Rock Slide and do a decent amount of damage. Weak tank hit though. My opponent is now burned, and he's probably going to switch out right about now. What, though, is the question. I believe it's very likely my opponent is going to go into the Landorus, but I'm going to risk it anyways and go for the Roost here. As he goes for the Rock Slide and misses. This is actually pretty good for us. I'm going to set up a Tailwind now, expecting my opponent to maybe want to get out of here before I start setting up in this space. He can't win if I start setting up the Dragon Dances. He's probably pretty scared of that right about now, as he does move out into Azelf. What's Azelf got for me? Assuming he is Scarfed again, I suppose we can go for the Flare Blitz and try to KO it right there. He may outspeed us, but there's a very good chance he's exactly EV to outspeed Crobat, or maybe a Scarfed Lele. So he does outspeed us. It does confirm that he is carved. And now he's going to switch out into something and not appreciate this Flare Blitz at all. He goes into Drapion. This is good actually. The Drapion dies. In comes the Landorus. I'm actually going to switch out now, expecting the Earth Power. If he goes for the Rock move here, very good on him. Very good play. But I'm not expecting it. He does go for the Rock Slide. And the Landorus is actually a physical set, interestingly. So what are we going to go for now? I think it would be advisable for us to go into something with the Hidden Power Ice. Wait, no, I let my thing with the Hidden Power Ice die, actually. And this thing is going to be a bit too slow. And it's designed to take on the physical set, anyways. It could be mixed, though. Landorus can definitely run the mixed set. But what do I want to go into? This could do decent damage. And it's got the Focus Sash, so that's always very good for us. But I think I actually want to mess with my opponent right now. Go into this and set up the screen. My opponent is going to be threatened out because I am 100% sure to outspeed him right now because of the Tailwind. So I'm going to go for the Reflect. As my opponent does switch out into the Azelf on the Reflect. And this gives me free reign to go into Disco, I believe, on a move that will not affect me, probably. If he goes for the Ice move, this is pretty good. If he goes for the Poison move, it won't hurt me too much. The Reflect, of course, is going to make it very hard for my opponent to do any kind of damage to me. And as it looks like he doesn't have any... it doesn't look like my opponent has any special threats for me. Which means I can just move out now. He goes for the U-turn. Good play. Goes into the Smeargle. He's probably going to try and set up some nasty stuff right now. This being the case, I think I want to just stay in and go for the Dragon Power, the Dragon Claw. So let's go for that and see where that leaves us. Baneful Bunker. Oh, that's nice. That is actually pretty cool. We're going to be poisoned. We do not have any recovery, so this is an issue. The stick webs are up now. I do land the Dragon Claw. I'm going to switch out on this into Nifany here in order to preserve the Sash before he sets up any kind of Stealth Rocks. Which I am actually going to go for the Power Gem, I believe. And hopefully this will raise our speed. As my opponent goes for the Spore right now. Obviously. I regret sacking the Crobat right now. This could be very bad for us. This thing is worthless if it doesn't wake up right now. So we may as well... I played really bad right there. Let's see. Let's see. What do I want to go for? With the Stealth Rocks up, Charizard is going to take a lot of damage coming in. Power Gem isn't going to do enough damage that Landorus is going to be KO'd by any hit. And it's physical. So Earthquake will do a ton of damage to Lutetia. This is actually pretty bad. We may actually lose this. So we're going to go for the Power Gem right now and see if we can wake up. As we do, this only does a 49% damage, however. Yeah, I'm going to sack this. There's no point. Next, we're going to go into the this Lantris. Could this Lantris be scarfed? Could it be? If it is scarfed, we may be able to tank this hit thanks to the Assault Vest. So I'm going to go into the Hidden Power Ice here, hoping for my opponent to stay in and go for the KO. That would be ideal if he did that. If he does that, we may actually still stand a chance to win. But otherwise, we really blew our chance by letting Smeargle set up. As my opponent does the good play, goes into Smeargle, unfortunately. So we're going to go for the Hidden Power again. Yeah. Hidden Power again. As he lands the double, protect. Here we're going to go for the Flamethrower, and this is going to be a double down. Alright, so what do I want to go into now? Again, as I've mentioned earlier, this is very bad for us. But I think we're going to have to go into this. Yeah, the Elf comes in. I'm not liking the looks of this. And we're going to have to go for the Reflect here. Or the Light Screen. Ideally, we'd be able to go for both. So I'm going to go for the Light Screen right here. As my opponent goes for the Explosion and KOs. I don't know. Oh, crap. Yeah. No, this is bad. We've lost. Landorus is going to get both of the other KOs. Yeah. Congratulations, man. So yeah, congrats to Purple for actually taking me down. So this is probably, I think it's his first game in the season, and one of the rare games he's actually won. So shout out to him, shout out to Gentle, who put so much work into helping him build, and I think some other people as well. They were all very much rooting for him. I think it's odd that he didn't really prepare for the offensive volley. I kind of, as Phantom points out, I kind of regret not building a more offensive team right now. But that's on me. The prep wasn't as good as I'd hoped for. In any case, I hope you keep looking forward to more battles. I'll be here again next week for my battle against who am I facing again? Let's see. Next week I'll be facing off against the... And of course it lags right here. Fuck. GG. M. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. So there was a bit of lag on my end. But let's see. Yeah. This. Schedules and results.